Okay, so this is a new expansion sort of existing lines that we've had. So in the past we have had the Cat and John Deere sets in this scale, in this size. And this year, starting in spring 2014, we're adding Jeep to the mix. And starting in the fall, we're going to be having some NYPD branded building sets. All under the umbrella brand of American Builders. So it gives kids and collectors a chance to build the brands that built America. So real American brands, and are really all about construction and sort of hardworking men and women of the U.S. One big news item, I guess, of the new season is the figures. The figures are going to have, unlike some that we've released in the past, all new posability, ball joints in the shoulders, and an all new look. Sort of a really cool look to them. Every figure across the entire set is different and has its own personality, its own look. So there'll be some collectability amongst all of the actual figures, micro action figures within this set. And of course, this fall, this is sort of where we're revealing these sets. We're revealing the NYPD sets. So we have the little transit patrol bike. We have the police chopper, and we have the mobile command center. And all of these are based on existing vehicles within the NYPD fleet.
Anytime Christmas comes around, you see that all around Times Square.
Yeah, I believe it. So cool. And then of course Jeep, which is actually already in stores right now. You can get sort of the rugged camping look, and you have the basically boys being boys, playing with their toys in the great outdoors.
A bunch of different terrains.
Yeah, exactly. Giving you a chance to sort of recreate what Dad or Big Brother does with his real car, with his real Jeep. I don't know if you're rolling already.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but starting this fall, we just announced this week that we now are going to be releasing some SpongeBob SquarePants construction sets. So we are really excited to get into this universe. The design team on these sets really loves. You can see that they love the universe of SpongeBob. And so they've really picked up on smaller characters from the season, from the series, and specific events that happened within the series, and recreating them via construction sets and micro action figures. These micro action figures are much more detailed versions of SpongeBob and his friends. You can see Patrick's actually fat. You can see down to the individual indentures or markings within SpongeBob's head. And just as posable, just as collectible as any other micro-action figures. We have some smaller sets here, but then also some of the larger sets are recreating things that are seen in the actual series itself. You have Patrick and SpongeBob dressed up as superheroes, driving through jellyfish fields, trying to collect jellyfish. And of course the iconic Krusty Krab, where half of the series takes place. And of course Plankton has devised a new scheme to steal the Krusty Patty recipe. So we'll be doing blind bags to get your hands on some really cool figures, and also construction sets, of course, as well. And because we're showing such fun items or fun moments from the show, gives kids a really good excuse to play with the sets once they finish building them. And then, of course, we know that there are collectors out there who love SpongeBob. We have collectors figure packs that recreate moments from the show, figures from the show. So in this case, SpongeBob's rock concert. And we found a way to print directly onto base plates so that they can actually serve as the backdrop of a collector's series. Hot Wheels. So Hot Wheels is a very popular line of vehicles that we've been doing ever since 2013. We've been doing them in this scale here, which is comes with a vehicle, comes with a member of Team Hot Wheels that can drive it. The most popular style or size of these is coming in these turbo tubes, roughly 60 pieces. Really easy for kids to build, but really collectible for the older kids who like to pick up all these iconic Hot Wheels vehicles. Fall 2013, we're going to be launching the Roger Dodger and the 24 Hours sets with all new members of Team Hot Wheels. And one thing we noticed with these Hot Wheels sets is kids were swapping around the parts and making their own dream vehicles. They were taking the chassis of the monster truck here and putting one of the other cars on top of it, which is something that they can still do. And we've actually tried to add to that by giving them a big box of pieces called the Super Race Set. And you can now build cars in a smaller scale or mash all the parts together to build one big cool supercar. So we're giving kids who love to create their own vehicles a way to do it in a very simple box. And also this year we're going to be introducing these smaller sets with a smaller scale of vehicle. You can see what you're getting on the bag, and you can pick up some really iconic Hot Wheels cars for less than $5 in a cool package and a cool new scale of Megablok's Hot Wheels. Every set that comes with a car in this scale here comes with one member of Team Hot Wheels, and you can see from our little setup there in the back, every member of Team Hot Wheels is a little bit different. So in all the sets that we've released so far, including the ones that we're going to be releasing this fall, you can see there's a whole different assortment of Team Hot Wheels members that you can collect yourself. You can make your own little spread if you like, the way we have there. So this is Power Rangers, and we've been really lucky to be doing Power Rangers sets for, we were doing our first Power Ranger sets over 10 years ago now, so it's one of our longest living licenses. Power Rangers, of course, we're always syncing up with the new season, and Super Megaforce is no exception. Super Megaforce just premiered yesterday, actually. We're excited to release a whole new line of toys coming out all this year. The micro action figures, super posable, super fun. You can create new battle scenes, and these ones here come in the blind bags. This is a sneak peek at Series 2, Super Megaforce, which will be in stores this fall. Adding to Series 1, you get a whole bunch of different figures from the Super Megaforce season. Another exciting bit of news is we've shrunk down our Megazords down to an all-new size and an all-new price. Now for $15 you can get your hands on a Megazord, one of 3. Of course, because they're made of Megablocks, you can pop and swap all the different parts around, and a really cool new scale for Megazords for people who like to collect them all, or kids who like to just get one. And of course, we know that there's a lot of adult collectors of Power Ranger sets out there. We released a collector's series of just the figures to commemorate the 20th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers last year. We're going to be doing similar type sets this year, where it's really just about the figures and about the posability and putting them in a cool display, putting them up on a shelf for adult collectors. All of our bigger sets that you build them up completely, and then we always like to introduce like a battle element or an action element to that. So in this one, the Skyship Showdown, which is the biggest set coming out this year, you see the iconic Skyship from the series battling Daramasu in a vehicle of his own. There's battling. Sorry, hold on. This is a proto which has been fighting for the last 2 days, so he's all knocked off. This is battling Kapow, which is battling block bots. So you build up a robot, a cool robot character, and fight them. They fight each other, and as they're punching each other, every time you score a head shot, the head ratchets back 1 notch, and after 3 notches, the head pops off. Okay, so the idea is you build them up, and then you fight them. As you're fighting, different bits and pieces will fly off, things like that. So we're really excited about this. This is our own creation, and we're excited to give kids a whole new thing to build and a whole new way to play with Megablocks.
So it's not just about having this like this. They can take any pieces and make their own robot.
Yeah, so they can customize their own robot from the pieces within here. They can use pieces from different sets. All of the prongs or the block parts within this are completely compatible with any other set in this scale.
So it's like Rock'em Sock'em Freedom.
It's a lot like that, yeah, except that you can actually, we're adding construction to it, so you can build and customize your own robot. We're going to be selling them individually in these tubes, so you can get the robot that you like the most. Or we've got a set here where you can get 2 different robots, or a pair of brothers, for example, could fight each other with one set. Okay, Halo. This is our most exciting existing license in the Collector's series. So we've actually had, this is our 6th year of doing Halo sets, and we're always improving, always making new cool things in the Halo universe. The micro action figures are a really big part, a really big selling feature of these sets, because the Halo universe is so rich and offers so many different types of characters and aliens and bad guys and armor styles and all sorts of stuff. The micro action figures are a big part of the sets. This year we've added all new posability to these, so ball joints in the shoulders and in the elbows to give all new posability. Finally, you can actually aim down the scope, the barrel of a rifle. And interchangeable armor across all of the UNSC figures and all the good guys in the sets. You can take chest plates, shoulder guards, leg guards, all that kind of stuff is swappable, individually swappable, so you can make your own super soldier out of UNSC parts. Some of the exciting stuff coming this year. We actually polled our audience, our existing community of Megablok's collectors, to see what they really like the most in the Halo universe that we haven't yet made. And the winning theme was the new Mombasa Police Department. So we've actually introduced 3 sets this fall. The new Mombasa Police Department Cyclops, NMPD Cruiser, and an NMPD Hornet, along with new Mombasa Police Department officers. So we're super excited about those and being able to give the fans something that they've been looking for a long time. This year we've got all new molds, actually more new figure styles than we've ever had before. We've got a Crawler Snipe, we've got a Brute Miner, we've got more new named characters, official characters from the Halo universe than we've ever had in every series so far. We've got Sarah Palmer, official character, Edward Davis. We've got Emil on a buildable mongoose with his trademark knife. All new armor styles. We've got the Gungnir armor. We've got Oceanic. We've got Aviator. We've got a whole bunch of new really cool armor styles, really cool figures coming this year. And all of them have this interchangeable armor system on it and new posability. Back here, what the fans are probably most excited about is this massive Didact figure built to scale. That's the big bad guy in Halo 4. So we've actually recreated that battle scene from the end of Halo 4 with the broadsword, Didact, Cortana, and what we're introducing for the first time is a battle-damaged Master Chief figure. And there in the back corner there you can see an elephant. We have done an elephant before, but we've improved upon it even more so. It comes with 6 different figures, including an official June and an official Carter figure. And that's the biggest set we're releasing this year. And all new way to play with the Halo Megablok constructible sets. You can build up this Mantis and then it's got remote control capabilities. So the whole turret, the whole head rotates, the turrets rotate up and down, the machine gun fires, in other words lights up and makes sounds, and the machine guns actually fire these real darts, all using a recreated wireless Halo 1, Xbox One controller. So build it up and then we're giving you something to do with it once it's built.
And also the pegs are usable with it, right?
The pegs are usable,
absolutely.
Yeah. A couple of other cool things. We've got a Wombat coming this year. First time we've ever done a Wombat, which is a drone from the set. All new Flood characters. So we have the Flood tank form. This will be a really popular set. It's got a lot of Flood figures in it. And something that we have a really good working relationship with Microsoft. So they've given us the creative liberty to be able to create things like this, which is an infected vehicle. Something you won't have seen in the games yet, but exciting that we're able to execute it in Megablok's form. You can't have a year of Halo Megabloks without a Warthog, so we've got the Flame Warthog, kind of skinned out with some flame decos on it, along with a pair of Gungnir figures. All new armor style we've never done before.
Oh, so this is actually a little different than the other one. You actually sent me a review sample one. It's actually different than the piece one.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit different. We're always making little changes. There's different ones. There's rocket hogs and things like that as well. This is a classic Warthog, slightly refined build with cool skin on the front and all new characters, or all new armor styles. Micro Fleet is something we launched actually this past spring. So in these collectible helmets comes a set that builds an iconic vehicle from the game UNSC vehicle from the game in an all-new scale, a micro scale. The back of the helmet can actually be used as a base plate, and when we give small builds that accompany the UNSC vehicles as well. Each of those comes with a figure, and those of them that are already out, actually in the fall, what we're going to be doing is re-releasing them with the all-new posable and interchangeable armor figures. And this fall, of course, is going to be a micro fleet version of the Falcon, so that's the new reveal this time. It comes with a sniper rifle with a bipod, all new weapons mold that we've done before. Halo 4 style sniper rifle.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the 2014 Signature Series. We're going on record to show what the Signature Series is earlier than we ever have before. The Signature Series is a massive Toys R Us exclusive set that will be coming out this fall, and we listened to the fans on this one. We asked them, what massive vehicle or structure from the game do you want to see most as the next year's Signature Series? And the answer was a resounding Covenant Scarab. So not only have we created a Scarab, but we've actually created a Scarab that stands on its own 4 legs, and we've introduced 5 all-new molds of characters that have been asked for a long time. So you've got a Prophet there. For the first time we're executing a Prophet figure, and we actually worked, when we found out that the Scarab was going to be the next Signature Series, we reached out to the builder of the most iconic custom Scarab made from Megabloks in the existing community. His name is Goodwill Hunter, and we actually worked hand in hand with him on finessing this final build of the Covenant Scarab. So that's exciting in itself. However, unlike every custom that we've ever seen of the Scarab, this one actually is self-supported, which is pretty big news, and it's already getting noticed. Okay. Past Signature Series sets have been all well over 2,000, or both well over 2,000 parts. This one here will be no exception. We haven't exactly finessed the exact final design yet, but it'll definitely be well over 2,000 parts, and likely the largest Signature Series we've ever released. Yeah. Okay, Call of Duty, as you probably know, we released late last year, and it's been extremely successful for us. We're really happy to announce that the figures that we've designed are getting noticed. These are the most posable, most articulated micro action figures ever mass produced in this scale, and 14 different points of articulation. Not only that, but you can pose them however you like, but also the different accessories, you can gear them up the way you want. So you can take the knife off of his leg and put it on his belt back here, or put it on a vest on one of these other guys. The weapons themselves are modular, so you can, just like in the games, you can put a scope on, put a silencer on, customize your barrel or your stock. So these troop packs have actually been doing really well for us. 5 figures at just a $15 suggested retail price, so $3 a figure, plus you get all of the gear, all of the accessories, and this buildable little stand, and they're the most articulated figures ever, $3 per. Introducing 2 new troop packs this year, the Jungle Troopers, the Jungle unit, and the Sniper unit. So an urban themed sniper unit along with a jungle themed set. We have a couple of smaller sets. We haven't up until now had a way to get an individual figure by itself, and we're introducing one this fall. So these $5 sets, you can get the bomb disposal specialist and the ghillie suited sniper, 2 of the most requested figures that are out there right now. Speaking of heavily requested figures, Riley from Call of Duty Ghosts. We're going to be executing releasing a Riley figure for the first time this coming fall with a Vulture drone. A couple of other cool smaller sets that we have coming out, the missile launcher, the SAM missile launcher unit. Motorcycle escape, so you have Mason, a named character, escaping on a motorcycle just like he does in the game, the Black Ops games. And a big part of the actual franchise itself in the games is rappelling, and so we have a ghost figure here rappelling down a rappelling down a building, in an urban setting. APC Invasion set has an all-new buildable vehicle. The APC Armored Personnel character comes with another named chase figure, which is the Hudson figure, and an all-new weapon, the rocket launcher, and a whole bunch of cool gear that comes along with that. A couple of other new vehicles. We have the Claw drone, so this plays a big part in the games. Another way to get a great rocket launcher, and the Claw drone here. Some of the big sets of the season. The Odin Space Station. Even if you don't like the games, who wouldn't want to play with some really awesome, super articulated astronaut figures? So these astronaut figures come with the Odin Space Station, which is an iconic part of Call of Duty Ghosts, the new game. And you get 3 different figures, including a Federation soldier. And the biggest set of the season coming out is the Heavy Lift Copter. And the Heavy Lift Copter is fully buildable, over almost 1,000 pieces. You get 4 characters, including another way to get Riley, Hesh, and Logan, and a pilot for the chopper as well. So an iconic vehicle from actually a number of the games, finally done in Megablok's form. So one other really exciting thing that fans were asking for from day one of us announcing the Call of Duty license is zombies. Such a big part of the game, such a cool part of the game. So these 2 sets here are already in stores. We have the Transit Farm and just a zombie horde, a great way to get 6 different zombie figures. In addition to that, we're going to be adding, starting fall 2014, 2 zombie sets based on the Mob of the Dead downloadable content. So you've got another way to get your hands on a whole bunch of cool zombies, and you have a fully buildable set based on the Alcatraz area that's playable within the Mob of the Dead DLC. A couple of Easter eggs from the game that are actually have been recreated within the set as well, and some all-new zombie figures, including this zombie prison guard. So we're super excited to actually announce that starting in fall 2014, we just announced yesterday, we're going to be releasing a whole new line of Assassin's Creed based construction sets in the collector sets. So they're going to be super detailed, super articulated, everything you've come to expect from Halo and Call of Duty collector sets. We're going to be executing in the Assassin's Creed sets as well, fall 2014.